We are live. Wait, show it again, John. Wait, show.
My mic doesn't work. This is
It's just for the
this is
looks.
all for aesthetics. I'm here
Just,
though. I'm podding
just
today. Let's
potting.
go.
Let's
As
go.
long as
Yeah,
we
we potting. Hand on the chat. What up, people? Welcome to the Talking in Color podcast. Round of applause.
What's up? What's up?
As you can see, we got someone here, an intruder.
yes, sir.
I'm
You already
cringing.
know who it is, man.
I'm cringing right now. My toes curling. My toes curling. Oh my gosh. But guys, welcome to the podcast. This is my brother Christian. He's joining us for the first time. This is his first podcast. He kind of nervous. He was asking
No, I'm
in the
not.
back saying, "Hey, is there a warm up?" Like, I was nervous. Hannah's cringing. But this is a Talking in Color podcast here with my co-hosts Patrick and John. How's everyone doing today? Wednesdays, guys. Podcast days. I always look forward to podcast days. It's fun.
Well, let's get to know your guest first. Let him introduce himself, why he's here.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I guess I thought I did.
All right. What's up, guys? My name is Christian. I'm here today because, I feel like it'll be fun to just to talk with, with your fellow friends and just to see what the different knowledge or opinions or mindset that they have, and it's good to know like you might learn something new. So that's why I'm here, and why not?
I'm just kidding.
Thank
Is that
you
good?
for-
Is that
Yes,
good?
sir.
Was that
I
good?
mean,
Thank you for being
sir.
part of
Was
the
that good?
podcast. We'll definitely take a part of your consider your perspective on things today.
Yep.
Hannah said, "Let's start with a prayer."
Pray for you, Rose.
Welcome in, guys. Yeah, I'm excited
Welcome.
to have our first ever guest here.
First guest.
We've never had a guest, and a lot of our friends have been watching the pod and have been wanting to be guests on here, and so yeah, we're excited for this. Our topic today, as you can see down there, it's millennials versus Gen Z. So, me and Pat are Gen Zs, and Christian and John are millennials.
You're a millennial?
Yeah,
I barely made it.
yeah, he barely made it.
I barely
He
made
was
it.
born
Okay.
'96.
I thought I was gonna be 3-on-1 today. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go hard for my generation.
Okay, I have I'm gonna put a poll up. Gen, which one are you? I'm gonna put which one is the best. Millennials. I'm just gonna put a poll so people can vote throughout the show. Millennial, Gen Z. It'll be for an hour, and you guys can vote anytime. There you go. Let's go, Millens. Susanna. Anyways, but how's everyone's day? Like, what you guys do? Let's start off with something slight and easy, then we can ease our way into our topic.
Well, I went to the mall. Well, today's work day, obviously, my schedule. But
Yep.
This past weekend I spent my time summer shopping.
Summer shopping.
Like
Summer
what?
shopping. Need some clothes
Alright.
outside. Need some shorts, some attire, swimwear attire, some shirts, some shoes.
She was buying some Speedos.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I heard you made a good purchase recently.
Oh yeah.
What'd you purchase?
I'll get to that, but
Hold on. What we talking
Well,
about?
no,
Here? What we talking about here?
Was this a
Hold
car?
no.
Okay, I'm just joking. No, I was because our last podcast.
Well, I went to the mall to buy some dunks.
Let's go.
So
Wait,
I didn't.
at the mall?
Yeah, they have I went to the Galleria.
Wait, they
Oh, you're
got.
talking about
Uh,
the
Egg
Oh.
baller.
Oh.
about the
I
barbershop?
believe it's on the third floor.
Oh, third floor. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
And
So
What's
it's
an
they sell
exclusive
like all the
store?
they sell
Was it that
drugs,
Hypebeast
they
store?
sell-
Yeah, I
What's
know what
that?
I'm talking about.
it's the resale store. It's a resale store.
The resale Hypebeast store.
They got
Oh.
resale prices, that's for sure.
It's expensive,
prices.
man. Never mind. I
Dog,
thought
Like
that.
Hey,
four,
what?
$400, $500
Hey,
for
I
a
thought
pair
they
of
got
G's,
lucky.
but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know. I just walked in and walked out. So
Sheesh.
man.
He really wanted it.
They-
He really wanted
they
it.
sell everything that you're looking for: Yeezys, Dunks,
Yeah. It's almost like
everything you will find on like Goat or
online.
one of those
Yeah.
sneaker apps. Yeah, but I ended up purchasing over the phone. I went to Flight Club and got what I needed.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention, like, even for like shopping for clothes, especially for like males, it's hard. And like,
How's it hard?
I kind of knew like going to the mall is like kind of a waste of time with everything. Like the inventory is mostly online now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like even like shorts now, like people want to like
Are we talking
look
about
at your
shorts?
like they're above the knee shorts.
Yeah. Then you
The
just want the hype.
The 5
You can't
inseam.
find any shorts that's below the knees now.
You want the booty shorts. I don't know why you boys want the booty shorts now.
Hey, but that's like the trend now though.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
is.
I don't mind it. I prefer it
Oh.
more than the longer shorts because it look kind of weird. But yeah, I like the
They
short
try to
shorts.
talk down on the shorts now. Like they call them like hoochie daddy shorts now.
Yeah, yeah. Let me hear it on TikTok. Hoochie daddy shorts.
I'm like, bro, those
That's
are the people that don't look at it, and that's why they're trying to.
Yeah, or
get it
probably.
bad. I like the shorts. Not too short, where it's like midway thigh, but just a little bit above the knees. Okay.
No, I feel like the dudes who don't like the short shorts are the millennials. Or the old
Think so?
generations. Yeah, the old generations.
Then they started.
Yeah, for real,
No, it was like
right?
before
And,
that.
oh
It
yeah.
was like in the
Thing.
70s.
Yeah, like the 80s and 70s
Okay,
and stuff
yeah.
like that with like basketball. But you know how like David like says that like you know like he always has like the long shorts and like people have like the short shorts like yeah. And then
Hey,
yeah.
but recently though, every time we play basketball, he's been wearing short shorts lately,
Or at the knee. At the knee.
like above the knee. So I
Who
guess
still wear jorts?
John Cena.
John Cena.
He said Johnson. Man, I haven't worn that shorts in a minute. But
Yeah. Well, how about you, Pat? What'd you do today?
I went to the comic book store, looking at some stuff, and but I went to Academy.
hey, boy,
Huh?
what you get?
Well, you know what I was looking for. I was looking for that the Shanks figure, the little tiny ones, but they ain't got it.
Oh, so that's what you did.
Yeah,
Alright.
it was hot, man. I was debating whether I wanted to go.
I
and
know.
it was hot. Then it rained out of nowhere. And
For
then
real?
stopped.
Dang.
Yeah, it rained for like 5 minutes.
I think it's like 97 degrees outside now. Like, I ain't going out. How about you, Chris? Chris. We're calling him Chris. Guys, we never call him by his first name. His real name is Christian, but, like, we never call him that, like, ever, unless it's, like, unless we're joking around or whatever.
If you can't hear us.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, when you
Here, y'all. No, but today I was just preparing for this podcast, to be honest.
He was nervous, folks.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He was nervous.
Nah,
Comtian. This is Hannah.
today was just one of those days. It's just work, go home, and then I totally forgot that we had the podcast today. So until
A good thing I reminded.
yeah, so but yeah, it was a pretty just chill day today. I didn't do much.
Yeah, chill day too, guys. Just preparing for my song to come out, making graphics. So I'm excited. Comes out tomorrow.
congrats on that too.
Night.
Yeah.
Thank you. Comes out on Friday, but if you are in Central or Pacific Standard Time, it'll come out tomorrow, 9 p.m. PST, 11 p.m. CST, and 12 a.m. EST. So tune in for that. It's called Circles. Available everywhere. Pre-save it now. It'll be the link is on my Instagram bio.
Oh, it is.
Sorry, I've done this for guys. I've been doing this for a long time. But okay, let's get into the topic. Amanda says she is a millennial. I'm a Gen Z. Pat's a Gen Z. Chris and John are millennials. Let's all debate. Who got the first question? Or is there like a question? Chris said he's been preparing, or he's been looking up, or John as well.
I guess you could start with like the years of millennials and kind of like if people don't know what it is.
Oh yes,
Kind
let's
of
start with
yeah.
so millennials start from, is it 1983 to
81.
oh
81.
1981
Yeah.
to 1996, and then Gen Z is from 1997 through. Is it really 2012? I feel like that's
That's
way
what
too
I'm
late.
saying.
According to Google, yes.
That's crazy.
Dang, man, for real. Hold up, so Miko is
Nico's a Gen Z.
Gen Z, and also Ava.
Yeah, all them kids.
What?
Well, except for
Only Ava is
What?
is
What year was Ava?
Anybody that's 12 years old and
2012.
below is
What?
a different generation.
I don't know what
Tanya
they're gonna call
chose Oh wait, never mind. Super sorry. What's super sorry about what? Never mind. I thought Tanya voted millennial. I'm like, aren't you a Gen Z?
it.
Yeah.
Is it bad that like like I'm leaning towards the Gen Z according to like what they have now?
I mean,
No, 'cause
like really, I feel like me and Isha, like the people born.
who's Isha?
I mean, about that, Andrea.
I don't want to
feel like-
edit anything. All right.
I feel like people born like 97 to like 2001, maybe. They're like in between, like that
Yeah.
little gray area between Gen Z and millennials. We're like
Yeah.
It's called.
like zillennials,
Yeah,
if you will,
yeah.
like that.
I would
Because,
say
like-
I am a zillennial.
Yeah, because like
I relate to both.
millennials were born without the internet, right? And then Gen Z was born with the internet.
Yeah.
But we experienced both. Well, kind of experienced both. Like life without the internet. And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the same
That's
time,
why
I
I
think
can respect those guys a little bit more. Yeah, that little small gap of generation because they know what it's like to be outside and
Yeah.
not have
Yeah.
electronic things like that.
Exactly. Like
And
I
they're
played
more
outside. too.
familiar with the shows we watch too. So
Yeah.
growing up,
I feel like the Gen Zs. I feel like I guess like the typical Gen Z like year would probably be like maybe like 2005 and down. You know, I feel like at that point.
down or up?
Oh, dang! I guess up the years. I guess like 2005, like all the way to 2012.
I
feel like
say-
that's
I
like
say-
the peak of like the Gen Z.
I say like 2010s.
What?
Like 2010 was like the peak of Gen Z. Like everything has just started popping for Gen Z.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I say
Well-
2010s. I feel like 2005. I feel like that's like
No,
like the people. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
no, I'm talking about like people born like 2005 and down and up are kind of what the like typical thing is. Like they don't know a lot of the music from the 90s and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It's like
Yeah.
they don't know frick, what's the reference? I don't know. They don't know who. I don't know. Help me out here.
Like,
Give me
they
like
don't
an
know,
old
like,
school.
Like they don't know the history. I guess I don't know.
They wouldn't know like Green Day or they wouldn't know
or like Green Day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or like Biggie
the
or
early 2000s
yeah,
culture.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's because it was like obviously basically just missed it. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas we were born in the 90s and like are a little much like closer and we have like kind of experienced that for a few years of our childhood and then it kind of like started to change with the technology and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know. So
yeah. But I would say this not this generation. This generation is Alpha, but generation what is it Z? You guys,
Yeah.
generation. You guys can go back and like kind of research. We didn't have that really. At least the millennials growing up, we had to like actually open a book and learn things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your generation is like more on the phone, Google. You can like find things right away. YouTube.
I think
John,
Actually, YouTube is what 05. That was Gen Z, right?
quick
Yes.
question,
Yes.
John. Quick question. Would you say like growing up, like you, I wouldn't say peak, but like you think you knew more in like the 2000s or like later on or early on in the year?
I would say definitely later on.
Later on?
Mm.
05.
Oh,
Because
okay.
that's when like the internet really picked up with like
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff.
Yeah. And
So,
social
your
media.
iPhone started popping off.
But like did you still remember like before all that, like what you were doing, like how was life, growing up
it
without
was
technology?
simple. Life was simple. Like I won't say simple, but it was definitely like different for what it is now.
Yeah.
Like the in terms of music, media, fashion, culture, and just things going on in sports and other outlets.
Yeah. It
I
wasn't a lot
think,
going on.
th- yeah, a lot going on, but it was like
It was
slow
yeah.
news. I want to say
Yeah.
now everything's like
Yeah. Everything's out
rapid,
there and everyone
immediate.
knows what's
You get it
happening.
right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody knows what's happening. But back then it was like slow. Like, oh, that happened. Yeah, that happened like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like same
Yeah.
day, same hour, same minute. Everybody knows at the same time. So
Yeah.
True.
technology really has to do with a lot with the different generation gaps, I would say,
Mhm.
because it speeds things up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we kind of. I mean, I know that we're Gen Zs, and like people say that. I guess we grew up with the internet, but it was like, I guess it was just starting to get popular at the time. So like, we did experience like playing outside, playing with
Mhm.
toys and whatever.
Did you have dial up,
Oh.
AOL?
My family had
I didn't have AOL. I tried to make a MySpace, but like I didn't really know how to use it much. I just knew how to design it because, and like that's literally all I wanted to do was design MySpaces, and I think I
okay.
created like a lot because I just wanted to keep designing.
What song? What song?
kids,
What song? What
kids
song
out
did y'all
there,
have on MySpace?
I don't even. I
kids
don't
out there.
even know.
MySpace
Amelie?
is kind of like Facebook. If you don't know what MySpace is, it's kind of like Facebook.
Yeah, if you
Pre
Yeah.
Facebook.
Gen Zs and stuff like that. Yeah, I think as soon as I made a MySpace, I think it was the same time where Facebook was just like it was just starting to blow up, and I was like, all right, let me just make a Facebook, and that's that. So I
Yeah.
didn't really get the full experience of MySpace. You know,
What about Friendster?
I remember
Man,
Friendster. I remember everyone had a Friendster.
I had a
Remember
friend
that.
serve for like a month, and then that's when MySpace started
Face
popping.
popping up.
Yeah.
Everyone had Tom as a friend.
Oh yeah,
Tom the
Tom.
OG. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
Tom. Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing now. Like,
Have
Yeah, I
you?
know. I know he sold MySpace to Facebook.
Oh, frick.
he did?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think he did. That's right. I don't know.
Dang.
that's crazy. Why do you think some people feel like one generation is better than the other? What are some pros and cons that you hear about? Like, you guys are lazy. You guys don't do
Yeah.
nothing. Like,
I hate it when people. I hate
I
it.
hate
Oh,
I hate it with a
I.
passion, bro.
I
Like
hate it when the older generation say that, bro. I hate it because I'm
on
like,
Sunday, what?
yeah, oh, dude. Me too. I was like, I need to get out of here because this is like, y'all are just hating big time because we're actually like doing things. Like the fact that he said that we weren't I guess like doing nothing and like the Black Lives Matter it wasn't because of
Oh,
us.
that's a conversation in itself.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. But I've actually done my research on this, but uh millennials are like more to be um not wanting to go to school like college. Um and just want to work. Like that's like kind of like the motivation. It's like they
That's
just want to
millennials?
work. Yeah, just millennials. It's like they
Okay.
really have no motivation to go to school and like they just want to work and make money. Whereas the Gen Zs, guys, okay, it's research. This is not my opinion. This is research that
Google.
I've seen, like, you know, in the past.
Culture source.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Culture source.
And then
Dude, trust me, bro.
and Gen Zs are more innovative, and like they don't want to be the employee. You know, like they want to be like the
They're like the entrepreneurs.
yeah,
and
the entrepreneurs and stuff like that. Like,
they're
what's
the more
quote?
like self-efficient type
yeah.
thing.
So it's more like if I can't find work, I'll make work. You know, which is basically what being an entrepreneur is, and that's what
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because if you think
a lot
about
of
it,
sense.
97 to 2012, that's when I think when did Instagram come out? Like 2010.
around
Yeah.
like that
Yeah,
time.
around there.
So I think before Instagram, they had like the YouTube and stars and all that. And
Yeah.
what was that
Speaking
one
of
app?
YouTube. Which one?
I forget what it's called. Where it's like a 30-second clip that they show.
Oh, Vine.
Oh,
Yeah,
Vine.
Vine.
Yeah, Vine.
So
missed
people
Vine.
were like getting famous off of that and off of social media. That's I would say y'all generation like a social media generation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Or
we
maybe
really
the, like,
embraced it. I think we embraced
like the
it.
beginning of social media.
Yeah.
So do y'all think that like Gen Z is more self-absorbed because of social
Because
media?
of the social.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's,
Yeah.
For
like
sure.
look at me, like me.
Yeah.
Follow
Yeah.
me.
You look for likes,
Yeah, you
likes
know,
and comments.
exactly. And a lot of people, you know how like the thing is now, it's like people are starting to be like super insecure because of social media, because like they're like trying to like compare themselves to others, and
Cyberbullying.
it's
Yeah.
because of social media, and that's like a lot more of the Gen Zs and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And I think
It
that's
all,
one of the-
leads to technology, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the major key factors too of why millennials kind of, I won't say all, but kind of look down on other generations, because we kind of, if we don't have a phone, we'll be okay. Like
yeah,
we don't need it to survive or need like likes or affirmations from other people. Like
yeah.
we'll just be introvert and stay in the house, you know, and we'll be okay. But if you take a phone away from a kid now,
For real,
like,
dude.
or an iPad,
Take an
or
iPad
A
away.
toddler,
Yeah.
even a toddler, bro.
they're gonna freak
iPad
out.
kids, man.
iPad
That's
kids.
crazy, man.
I know, bro. Like, kids be having iPads. Like, I didn't even have like anything until like I was like, I think 12. I like an iPod, and it was like the
Yeah.
iPod Touch. Like that was like
The
She had
iPod
a
Nano,
gigabit.
the no
She had a
screen.
gigabit.
Just buttons.
I didn't have a phone until I was like 13 or so. So I didn't have a. So I didn't. You know, I don't have a phone.
What was your first phone? Was it color or is it black and white?
It was white.
Or like,
It was a
It was
Nokia.
black. I think mine was black.
Mine was.
was it a flip
Nokia.
phone?
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yep.
a flip phone.
Mine was like a tiny little flip phone.
I wanted
Like
a
a
phone,
soul
man. I wanted a flip phone so bad,
Yeah.
but like
Who had the slider phones?
Oh, I remember just.
So did.
I remember y'all had like the same phones once. I just like passed it around. It's like, hey, can I borrow that
Like-
phone? I swear, y'all had
You-
it once.
You remember how crazy like anyone can like use a phone? Like, here you need an extra phone? Here, I got a phone for you.
For
And then now
real,
it's-
bro.
Now it's just like, nah,
Yes.
you have to freaking unlock the phone, get it unlocked, and then get all your stuff transferred. And then back then it's just like,
Exactly.
just put that SIM card, you're good.
Yeah.
Bro, for
'Cause there's
Let's go
real.
like
back
less-
even
less
further.
security
I don't know if
stuff.
you remember like having phones on the cord.
Oh, like the
Oh,
landline?
Oh,
Landline,
landlines?
yeah.
Landline?
Oh, landline? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had landlines. Yeah.
Yeah,
up
that's
until,
when
Mine's
Well,
wireless though.
That's
2009,
the
yeah.
wireless.
Ours were
Ours was
wireless.
wireless.
Pick up the phone and then like if there's another phone in another room, somebody picks up, they can hear your whole conversation.
Yeah.
Hey.
So if you're talking to a girl, John,
Drop the
like,
phone now.
Hey, what you
Tell the
doing,
other person
girl?
to stop talking. All you hear is breathing.
hey, what up, girl?
Right,
Hey,
right.
Ja, who you on the phone with? Get off the phone. I'm on the phone.
Yeah, you see you have those long cords that go into one room, into the kitchen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, but those cords be long though.
I know, man.
For real, for why? I guess like if you want to move, I guess so. Man, I don't miss landlines. Well, nah. I don't
It's
even.
crazy because some people still got them.
Yo, why
No, no,
though?
that's-
I know
The
why.
the old people, man.
Oh, people still
Yeah.
got them. I don't know why, but I guess so. I mean, if they want to separate, like for business,
When did y'all like stop using landlines? Like around what time?
I think 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
2009.
Because
I
when
want to
we
say
moved,
03.
What was yours?
03. Sorry.
Dang,
2003?
oh 03?
2003.
Dang.
Yeah, that's when
That's
I got
early.
a phone. I got a flip phone. This was in high school.
Sheesh.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was like,
I
oh,
didn't
I'll
know
just use
Nokia
this.
later.
brick.
I think it was a Nokia.
Yeah,
Mm.
dude.
I think they had like that little game, little spider snake game on the phone.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, that
Yeah.
snake game's goated, bro.
Yeah, I love
That was
that
it.
game. No, okay, so it's funny how like before like no one cared what like kind of phone you had, and so like if you just had like any phone, it was like, oh my gosh, you got a phone, and like you'd be happy with it. Now it's like if you have an Android, you get roasted by the people who has iPhones. You know what I'm saying?
If
You
your
know?
iPhone got a button.
Yeah,
no,
God,
no.
but it's crazy right now. I don't understand. They all do the
I had
same
a-
things.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I had a
Hey, yo, John got a. Hey, hold on,
I
John.
still
What kind
have
of
an
phone you got?
iPhone 8s, man.
It's
I'm
fine.
gonna upgrade
It's,
this. I'm
it's
upgrading
fine.
this year though, for sure.
It's fine.
Hey,
It's
that's
better than
Scar
Android.
John. Hey, no,
That's some generations, bro. We don't care about that. You know?
I had a story.
Exactly.
I got a story though. I remember
He
this
holding
was
big.
this was a time when like touchscreens were like popping, like starting to pop.
Yeah.
And then I had a flip phone back then. And then I was in school and I sat down and my phone slid out my pocket. And then one of my friends was like, "What is that?" Bro, the next day I was like, "Nah, it's not gonna work, bro."
Now here's the thing. Because I had a touchscreen when I was in middle school, and then I broke it, and so I was like, okay, I need a phone, and so I think I found like a flip phone like in my drawers and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is fine. It's weird how like I thought that was fine, like right after. You know what I'm saying? That's like weird to me.
Yeah.
And then I was embarrassed going to school, to be honest, but like it was fine. Like at the time, it's crazy how like I was like, dang, I actually did not care. Like, as long as I could like call and text, I was okay. But yeah. But let's tell the story of how this fool changed his made it an iPhone thing. He cut his SIM card because he wanted to be Team iPhone so bad.
You just did a thing. How did he?
Okay,
Hey,
let's go from
what?
the beginning. No,
hey, this
listen,
ain't the
John.
topic, bro. This ain't the topic, bro.
No, it's alright. It's alright. Anything goes in this topic. All right, guys. Here's the thing. So we have always been with T-Mobile, and if you know with iPhones, like they were primarily AT&T, and it's more expensive to go with AT&T. And around like 2012 or 2013, iPhone decided to put the iPhones in T-Mobile, right? So me and my brother got our first like iPhones and stuff like that around that time, except for him because I think he upgraded it a year before and like had like the Samsung S, I don't know. So it was like newest it was like the newest, I guess,
Samsung
phone.
at the time.
Yeah. And then and then I guess that he wanted to be Team iPhone. I don't know where he got the iPhone 4 from. Okay. Yeah, so because I think it was when the iPhone 5 came and we got the iPhone 5, and I don't know where he got the iPhone 4 from, but he wanted to be Team iPhone so bad. And this was when the SIM cards were still like big. and like the SIM cards for the iPhones are like the tiny ones now. And he cut it up to like the size of the tray and then put it in there, and apparently it started to work. Then I got home from school because I was in basketball practice. I was like, he opens the door, he shows it, like his iPhone. He was like, Team iPhone! And I was like, that boy was so happy, I swear.
I had a brand new case and everything
Yeah,
too, man.
dude. And like he had that iPhone 4 until like his junior year of high school, right? And then like we got him the iPhone 6. plus.
I think yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Sophomore, junior year, one of those.
It was junior year because I was a sophomore. But yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, remember the story? Yeah, it's funny now
Make it
how
till you
like we
make
care
it.
about it. Exactly. He literally
Exactly, John. Exactly.
he was doing DIY crafts. It's just a BT iPhone. It's crazy how people like actually like care.
But why they be making fun of you when you have a green bubble though? I never understood like that.
Yeah. No, cause I guess the thing now is if you have an Android, it's like it's lame to have it. You know, I don't
Who
know.
made it cool though? Who made iPhones cool though?
I don't know.
Steve
I don't
Jobs.
know.
I don't know, but I guess
I feel like celebrities just made it like
yeah, it's the
really
marketing,
popular.
man. It's the marketing of Apple
Yeah.
because and plus it was super exclusive because it was only in AT&T and it was like and it was so expensive, you know.
Mhm.
So if you had an iPhone, it was like oh my gosh, it was almost like before that it was the BlackBerry. Like I remember how much I wanted a BlackBerry.
Oh, the BlackBerry.
Remember that?
I think
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I
I
never
think they're
had it
still growing.
BlackBerry was like
Ongoing.
BlackBerry was like for like professional people and people with
Yeah.
businesses and
Yeah. No, but
yeah, a BlackBerry. Oh my God, that's like a computer.
yeah, that or like the sidekicks. I remember I always wanted the
Wasn't that
sidekick.
the one where you slide
Yeah,
up like?
yeah.
Yeah.
It slides and it flips like that. Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah.
so cool. I always wanted it, but never had it. But yeah, then we just talked about phones for like a good 20 minutes.
It's not even a versus conversation anymore. We just reminiscing.
I know. We're reminiscing. All right, let's talk about I don't know, like our work ethics, or is that like a
Yeah, I was gonna say technology is a major part of the different generations, but yeah, let's go more deeper as far as like politics and social
yeah.
change. Like, do you think you guys can speak for yourself? Gen Z will defend our millennials, but do you think Gen Z, which generation is more like inclined to making a difference or being out there trying to, you know?
the Z?
Yeah, I
So
think
like
Gen Z.
The Z.
Gen Z is more accepting when it comes to like
Yeah.
to anything. Like let's say like ask any mostly like ask any Gen Z like what they feel about the LGBTQ community and how like whether they like their rights or stuff like that. And if you
Yeah.
ask a millennial like a millennial, ask them what their what their
Don't ask me, bro.
their opinion. Yeah, I know. Like I'm not trying to single out people, but like in general,
Don't ask
They're
me
not
either.
gonna care. Honestly, they're
Don't
not
ask
gonna
me either.
care about like all of those things, to be honest. Like they're not gonna be like let's say if you ask two people, let's say one is a millennial and one's a Gen Z, like ask how many genders are there? You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
So like a millennial is gonna say two, and then like a Gen Z is gonna be like as much as you want it to be. Like doesn't matter if that's what you think you are, then yeah, that's you. But like so I feel like we're more open to and to change, I would say. And I think that's why a lot of the kids nowadays are more active in politics and climate change and all that because we see the problem, whereas I guess millennials like really did not care much and was just like really
'Cause I don't care. I gotta work.
yeah. I said, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what they're like. What it is like. I guess like they just want to work and stuff like that and make money and make a family. Like super traditional and just like I don't care, unless they're really like passionate about it. But yeah, but
I feel like millennials like they have a lot on their plate already. Therefore, like they don't really feel the need to really say anything about like social issues or stuff like that. Whereas like Gen Z, we're in school, all we do is school, home, social media, and then what we see on social media is that these social issues that's going on. So like, all right, well, I'm not doing anything. Might as well just have a voice and say something.
yeah, that's true.
That's true. I
I'd say
think
that.
so.
What do you think, John?
Yeah. I would say yes and no because yeah, millennials we definitely had a structure in doing things.
Mhm.
You grow up, you go to school, you graduate high school, you're supposed to go to college. After college, you're supposed to get married, have kids,
Yeah.
do all that. That's like a structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you live life. That's how we were taught, growing up. If you don't go to school, you better find a job, or,
Yeah.
and provide for your family, etc.
Yeah.
I would say the Generation Z, they had more opportunities to kind of like
More options.
more options is the better word. Like more avenues to kind of like excel in life and do other things. And that, to harken back, goes back into like technology and social media. Like now you don't necessarily have to go to school. You can just work from home, or you can like
Yeah.
do what you're doing, like start a podcast or be a YouTuber, play video games. Like there's different
Yeah, be a streamer.
avenues and options on how to get success. Back growing up, we only had like one way for success: either you play sports or you go to school. Those are the only two options.
Were you aware of like the other option that you could have taken like out after graduating high school? Like obviously there's college.
After seeing the success that the other kids had, yeah. But growing up, no, it's like, and if I don't go to school, I'm gonna be a failure. Like, or if you're not like doing like bad things, like selling drugs or in jail or something, like it's only 2 ways out.
Yeah.
So that was, at least that's my experience growing up, But it's not that we're not for change, or it's just like this. It's like we're just used to. I would say we're used to like a certain way of growing up. Like it's a structure. Like
it was.
Even if we try it, it's not going to change. What's going to change? That was our mentality. I would say.
Yeah.
We can fight for it, but nothing's going to change.
Yeah. I feel like people weren't as open like before. Like even like if you just take it back a few years, maybe like 2012, like in TV, like people were saying like the craziest things. Like if you watch Glee, do you know how many like if that aired right now, it would be canceled like the first season because of all the things that they said and stuff like that. And so like to be honest, like no one really like I guess what's the word addressed like some of the issues seriously, and was just like, it's a joke, ha ha ha. But now, because I think that's why there's like, what's it called? Cancel culture now.
Oh, cancel culture?
Yeah, because everything is now open and is being discussed.
Yeah,
which is
things were definitely swept under the rug for sure. And even in like TV land, like now it's like they're more open about same sex and having a I want to say a voice, but a representation of that community represented on TV. Before it wasn't like that. It would be like a shock to see 2 girls kissing or 2 boys kissing on TV. Like it will be censored, They wouldn't show that. But now every show
there's a gay like a gay like representation. Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
every show.
I want a certain community to be like left out. And
I feel like it's a curse and a blessing with like cancel culture, or like it's like the like there's I guess there's like pros and cons and stuff like that. Where I mean, yes, it's being addressed now and stuff like that, but like I feel like it's a little bit way too harsh. Like if you say like the slightest joke, even with anything that's super sensitive, it's like canceled or whatever. Or if you have a very unpopular opinion, you're like canceled and stuff like that. Like at this point, like in the next like 10 years, we're not gonna be talking because like we're too scared to talk and be like, I'm scared to get canceled because if I say the wrong thing, I'm just gonna be like cut off and like my career's over. Especially for celebrities, which sucks because obviously like people have their own opinions and it's valid, like whether it's wrong or right, and it's their speech, it's their freedom of speech and stuff like that. So, but yeah.
Yeah, time changed. Sometimes when time changes, things change for the better. But I don't know. Millennials are the best, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Gen Z's, you guys just copy everything.
I mean,
not copy. I'm
Or y'all try to like push the envelope, I would say.
Wait, let's see what Chris has to say.
No, I'm just saying, like, for me, is like I can't really say which one is better because, like,
Because
yeah,
he's
I'm a
just
millennial, but like I grew up in the Gen Z era
Yeah.
most of my life, so I didn't really experience that what it is to be like,
yeah.
growing up as a millennial. So that's why I don't have like much say about it. So, but like all the stuff that you mentioned, John, like I feel like I've experienced it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. So that's why I could somewhat relate, but I feel like I have to like remember what it is. So yeah, but I don't know. For me, I grew up in the Gen Z, so I don't know.
He relates more with the Gen Zs.
I feel like Gen Zs and millennials, like I feel like we shouldn't even be beefing in the first place. If we really gonna be mad at a generation, it should be the Gen.
Squash the beef right now.
Gen
Nah, for real.
X!
Yes, the Gen X's and the Boomers, bro. Like,
Yeah, the Gen X, like. Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead, Pat.
because like we talking about like change, right? I feel like millennials and Gen Z, we all want the same thing when it comes to like change, right?
Yeah.
I would
Whereas
agree.
the Gen X's and the Boomers, like
Yeah,
they're more of
they
like
don't want change.
Super
more
old school.
yeah, they're old school.
Traditional.
That's why you see the people in power, like people in the government, like they're all, boomers and Gen X's. That's why like change is like at a halt, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we really beefing,
Some things have changed.
huh?
Some things have changed. But it's just slow. Like
Yeah, it's a slow change.
It's low
It is
key.
a slow change, yeah. It's a slow change, but like.
Low key.
But, you know why a lot of the Gen X is like pretty much like salty all the time and want to like talk trash about like millennials or like Gen Zs is because like they're like in between like the biggest generations, because obviously like before that was the boomers and like that's probably like the biggest. No, now it's the millennials is the biggest, I think.
Mm.
I guess I don't know number of kids that were born in the whatever.
right.
Yeah,
Like the
so
year gap,
yeah. No. It's
year expansion.
more kids were born um in the booming and also the millennials. So
Yeah,
like they're kind of like called a forgotten generation because like they're in the middle and like it was a small amount of kids being born
you
at
talking about
that
the Gen
time.
X's?
Yeah, Gen X. And
Yeah.
like I've done this research where apparently they are the ones that like are more rebellious and like really don't care for social change and stuff like that. So around like I think the 60s through 70s and early 80s was Gen X, and like I think that's a time of like
Gen X is considered 65 to 80.
yeah. So that's kind of like
Hi.
so like that's kind of like where like the revolution like started to change like from like this I have to go to job. I have to go to job. I have to go to work, and I gotta start a family, and this is that, and how it's like it's super structured, and then it like changed around in the '60s, where it's like peace, no more war, and stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
that
No
generation
peace, no
is like
war.
it was like the switch to I don't have to
Million
follow.
Man
Yeah,
March. All that.
yeah. It's like I don't have to, like I don't have to work or go to school or follow this or that. I can like do it myself and stuff. So it's kind of like a turn in time, which is very important. But yeah, they're just haters. I would just say, bro, because they're called the forgotten generation. But I
Yeah.
don't know why they mad though. Why they mad for? I don't understand.
It's just being old, bro. It's like
Yeah, it's
like
Old
my
head, the
day.
old heads.
Oh, hey.
yeah.
Like my day.
I mean, it's the what's it called? It's It's always been like that though. You know how like the old generation like hates like the newer generations. So
Yeah, when you get old, trust me, you're gonna be like,
yeah, exactly.
I would never do that. I would never do that when I
Back
was
in
your
my
age.
day. Back in my day.
I feel like we're
Sometimes I
starting
catch
to do that
myself
now.
doing it too.
Yeah, for real. Like, dang, like y'all don't know what I don't know, like a Game Boy is.
Nah, son, bro, y'all know I work at a school, right?
Yeah.
Bro, so the time I was on my phone, and then this kid was like, "Mr. Nunez, you're on Twitter?" I was like, yeah. He was like, bro, you old. I was like, oh, he was like, I bet you got a Facebook too. And I was like, maybe. Because like all
Twitter is
Yo.
old now.
they live on
Yeah, what the?
Instagram, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's
I was like,
Instagram or TikTok.
People still use Twitter.
yeah, I know that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like kids, like, you know what I'm saying?
Twitter
Like,
is like still like real active right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still relevant. I get my news there.
I feel like
Twitter's the
Twitter is like
news,
more of
bro.
a millennial app.
It is
And
a
like,
millennial app.
yeah. Whereas like a Gen Z, like a further down Gen Z is more of a
TikTok.
Instagram,
yeah,
Twitter.
TikTok's another one. Like, yeah.
Snapchat.
Like let me show you me instead of like what I have to say type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more of a me thing. I mean, that's
All
so
I know
weird.
is whatever app they got coming out, I need to be on that.
Johnny decided to stay with the trends, man. He trying to stay young.
Hey, yo.
Trying to get some money too. Shoot.
Hey,
You know, they get paid on all those apps now, so it wasn't like
For
that
real.
growing up.
yeah, it's
If you
easier
could blow
to
up,
make
blow
money.
up on an app before it gets big, bro, like
It's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. It's way
They
easier
really
to
want
make money. I think that's why a lot of Gen Zs are like becoming entrepreneurs because how easy it is to market on social media because everyone is on it. Yeah,
mhm.
which is
OnlyFans.
for real, bro. Hey,
Hey,
For
you making
real.
money
Hey,
on
yo.
OnlyFans, bro. I'm not even gonna knock it. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
Is that this
people be
generation
making.
or
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
generation.
It's this generation. But I guess the act of it is not new because I feel like people have done that in the past, like way before it was called OnlyFans. But
But
it
they
was
just
more
didn't.
like it was more of a low key thing. It wasn't really like popping. You know what I'm saying? I like and it's it's like porn. Like it's not it's like it's been there like since like the 60s with magazines, just like it's and
Okay, okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a different form of it, but it's more like popular now and it's like not really taboo anymore. It's like
people were forced to find a way to survive? That's what happened.
I
That's
guess
when
so. Hey,
OnlyFans got popular when the pandemic happened.
yeah, for real, cuz
So,
like everyone was bored and losing their jobs, you know what I'm saying? So like they had to find a way to get some money. But power to
I don't
them,
knock
man.
it. Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
I know. If that's what you got to do
If
to
some
hustle,
simp wants to pay money for
pay
the
the
season,
bills.
go ahead.
I know exactly. I mean, like, all right, it's your own thing. I mean, like, if you're happy and making money, and like, if this is what you want to do, I got no right to judge the frick.
That's a good topic for our next podcast.
Yeah.
But I have a question. Like, which generation you feel has like the better music or trends or fashion?
Man, like to be honest, I feel like all of that is subjective, bro. Cause like there's good music now, there's good music back then, and it's like it's just I guess what's trendy, but it has their like genre, not genres, but like type of music back then and now is like they have their own reason why it's good.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? What I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
Like
like
it depends on like what your environment was, how you connect to the music at that
yeah,
time.
it's like
Yeah.
how it was back then. It's like this song was like like it'll get everybody popping back then,
Exactly.
but we have songs that'll do the same to this day.
Yeah.
So
Like
I
I
mean, that's why I said it's like it's debatable, but there's no like right or wrong
Yeah,
answer
it
for it.
is. Yeah, I feel like it depends what you're into. If you're not into the newer songs, like I used to be like that where I didn't like any of the newer songs and like I like older music now. But now as a musician, I like to appreciate all music, because it's just how it is now and like um and a lot of the genres today are obviously inspired by older music. Like now I'm seeing a lot of like um I guess a lot more disco pop. Like Dua Lipa is doing a lot of disco pop, and that's like inspired by the '70s and stuff like that. And it's not copying. It's more like it's embracing and like keeping it alive. That's what the older generation needs to understand. We're not copying. We're like at least we're learning what it is. Like also like in fashion and
You
stuff like
guys should
that.
copy and make your own.
No, it's more embracing it and like bringing it back. And y'all mad that we bringing it back and making it look like our own. I mean, it's it's not like the same style. It's we're bringing like uh pieces of it
We're
and like
breaking
making it
boundaries.
our own. You know what I'm saying like that? No, what? No. No, I'm saying like we're taking like main pieces and making it our own. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. It's not copying. It's just like I feel like
That's literally like saying, let me
John disagrees.
let me
John
copy your
disagrees.
I
homework.
know.
Let me copy your homework, then put my name on it.
no.
We got the same
Change your
answer.
answer a little bit.
Understand? No, you
We got
understand? No. Okay. So you like saying how like the flared pants is in right now, right? Like it's back and like and that came from the 60s and 70s, right? And like it went back like it kind of like came back. No, like it went away after the 70s and then like the 80s and 90s were like the baggy or like pants or more like I guess tapered and then it came back in the early 2000s. So what you gotta say about that? Remember bootcut jeans, low rise, like them girls that used to wear in high school, like that was still in like the bootcut jeans. And then it went away, then it went to like skinny jeans, now it's back. And
I miss the skinny jean era. Not the super tight
I
skinny
still wear
jeans, but
skinny
like
jeans.
nice fitted. I hate
The the jerking skinny jeans.
The jerky. Hold up,
No,
y'all still sag?
me now.
Oh my god, remember when that was like a thing, sagging? Oh my
I mean, for
gosh.
me, like I never sagged. Like even when it was like popping, like I don't know. I guess I never just had pants that were like too big for me.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
Or
sag.
I sag low, bro.
Yeah, hat
I
sagged.
never sagged. I mean, like I'll bring my pants low, but like it's not to where like it's like you'll see
Yeah,
like, oh, that guy's sagging.
showing your
It's
butt
just like,
cheeks.
yeah.
Chris wore basketball shorts under his pants.
Bro, I still
That's
don't know
I
how
mean,
y'all
I feel
did
like
that,
all
bro.
guys did that.
Can't believe y'all did that.
We did. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
My
crazy to
generation.
me, man. I must
Yeah.
have been. That's like so bulky and it's like a hot. Dang. Dang, y'all just trying to hoop. Y'all just ready to hoop. No, but it's yeah. I would say it's not copying. I feel like it's just like coming back. It's not
You say
whatever.
like reviving.
Yeah, I would say like reviving. It's been like that all throughout like the freaking years though. You know what I'm saying? Like you know.
I feel like it's more prevalent now than it was like even in the 2010s and early 2000s. Like you didn't really see that like type of revival with different types of music. Not that I've noticed.
Oh, music. We're talking about music.
Yeah, like I'm
Oh,
talking
I thought
about.
they were talking about clothes.
No, I'm talking about music.
Oh,
Like you didn't see like an 80s style back in the day. Well, not back in the day, but like in the early 2000s or 2010s. That was more of a like a they're making their own type of sound, and then a lot of people hated that. Whereas now you see like boom, you see like the 80s type sound coming in, where like you
yeah.
don't hear
It's very
a new
nostalgic. It's yeah. It's super nostalgic. I mean, I feel like the Gen Z music would be like more. Sorry, I had a burp. More. Hold on. Sorry. Like electronic. I would say uh, like rave music.
I feel like rap, like the genre of rap has consistently like
Change.
evolved in different types of
Yeah,
sound
I
when it
would say
comes
that. Yeah, I would
to
say that. I I'd agree to that. How about you, John? I know that y'all are big rap fans. That's why.
Rap back then or rap
Um,
now, John?
say that again.
Rap back then or rap now? I'm talking about like real rap.
Oh!
Real
Well,
rap. I'm not talking
uh,
about no Takashi 69.
you're talking about
No.
Oh,
lyrical
ew.
lyrical artists.
Yes, lyrical flow.
I would say back
Uh,
then, and I'm saying like from the 90s through 2005, they had more lyrical artists, rap artists.
Mm.
Now, at least your generation, you guys had like the Drakes, the J. Coles, the Kendricks. You could probably throw Kanye in there. He's not. I mean, he has writers, but he's still lyrical. But that's it. Like that's where it stops. But back then you had like more. It was like an expressive form of art. People like it was like poetry. Not that it isn't now, but I'm just saying it was more of that back then. That's why a lot of bunch of old heads were like, man, these rappers ain't saying nothing on the verse. All they do is
Yeah.
No, 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 no,
And
no, no,
they're
no,
yell.
just
no.
they're just
Just yell
humming, they're
stuff.
just mumbling, they're not saying
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay,
That's
so like,
I feel
yeah.
you.
would you say like, okay, like we know rap now. It's like there's the lyrical type rap, and then there's the like the getting hype type rap. So
Turn
would you
up.
say like back then it was only like straight like
Hype.
lyrical, like there
Mhm.
was no other type of rap
Yeah,
like
it
how
was
we
definitely
how
different.
like how there is now?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely different types of rap music. You could go from like Jay-Z to like a Little John. Like Little John he was lyrical, but he wasn't. He was more like hype music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little John.
Get crunk in the club type music. Then you can just listen to like a Mos Def or
Yeah.
like a Talib Kweli or
Mhm.
someone who's more or Common or who's more lyrical, political type music. So, and then you get in the
So
middle, you get
yeah, go ahead.
Eminem. You
That's a
get
different
both.
story.
You get lyrical and kind of like
And hype. And
funny lyrics, stuff like that. So, but I like the
Club
music now too. So I love Future. I love Little Baby and all those artists. So, yeah.
That's good to get your point of view on things. I was just
What do you?
curious.
I know Pat's a music connoisseur like I am. What do you think about music today, as versus like music back then?
I feel like music now, when it comes to like just rap, like a lot of the rap just sounds the same. Like
Yeah.
if we're being honest, like say
Like back then, you said?
no, I'm talking about
No,
now.
now.
Like
Oh, now okay.
I agree
rap,
to that.
a lot of rap sounds the same, like that melodic rapping fast type of thing. Like that's like Lil Baby. Yeah, like they all sound the same. Whereas like back in the '90s, you could distinguish what type of like what they're even saying in the first place, as well as a message and
Mhm.
like what they're rapping about on what they're rapping on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I feel like now the average listener, they're not really listening to the message or to the word that they're saying. Like they count the words or the voice as another instrument. Like if it sounds
Yeah.
good, like, they could be talking about like nothing, but if it sounds good, oh yeah, this is fire.
Yeah.
Like
If it's like a catchy melody, it's like, yeah, they're bop to it.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I mean, I'm not the biggest rap I guess fan, but I do like the flow more of the old school cuz like it's actually had like a nice flow, and like every rap song today uses like the exact same beats, and like they just like add like a synth to kind of make it sound like it's like, oh, this is something new. But I'm like, nah, bro, it sounds exactly the same as the other dude for real. And that's
yeah,
why I'm not so big on rap, because like you said, it all sounds the same as of now, and like nothing has really caught my eye. Like the last
hmm
thing that caught my eye was Chance's coloring book. Like that was like, I listened to that album a lot. Like I still do the album is freaking amazing. It's in my top 10. But like after that, I don't like nothing really caught my eye like that.
boy fell off the map though. So.
For real, man. That album that he made 2020. Oh no, that ain't it. That wasn't it.
Who?
As the rapper.
Chance, man. That was boo boo.
Nah, you know why he fell off?
Why?
Ever since he said, "I met Kanye West, I'm never going to Fed."
Oh yeah. Yeet.
After he said that, that's when he fell off.
Yeah.
Is your generation responsible for TikTok, or is that the new generation?
That's Gen Z.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
to make it
crazy.
big, I mean, I think millennials were the ones that created it, but like who made it poppin' is Gen Z, I guess, because
Yeah.
obviously like we're more online than y'all are. And it's what I'm saying, that like a lot of these socials are made by millennials, but we just embrace it more. So y'all can't be mad because y'all the one making it, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just embracing y'all's creation.
Yeah.
That's a fair argument too for
Yeah.
anything. like you know how the older generations tell us like, oh, y'all are lazy, y'all don't do it, y'all don't go outside, y'all don't do this, y'all don't do that. I'm like, y'all the ones raising us, bro. Like y'all the one who are giving, you're the one who are giving us these
Facts.
technologies, and now we on it. Y'all not saying anything like to limit us from it. So it's like, you know, you're passing like a torch down to another generation. It's like, why are you hating when you're the one doing it?
Who's ganda lang hindi perfect?
I mean,
Is this at the man or at the Regine?
I mean, if you think about it, it's like we did go outside as kids, though.
We did.
It's just like they're just saying that now, like when we're adults. So it's like
Yeah.
talking to the wrong crowd.
Wasn't outside. What'd you do outside? Oh, you're a millennial, but you still classify yourself as Gen Z.
Yeah.
What were you doing outside? You didn't build no tree house. You ain't
I
riding no
know,
bikes.
boy. That's
We wanted
that.
a
That's
treehouse,
that. That's
so-
what you see on movies, man.
You ain't scrub your knees.
We lived in apartments.
You ain't scrub your knees.
Hey, we did live in apartments for
This isn't outside,
our
boy.
first few
Shit,
years.
shit.
No, man, we
No,
was outside. We learned how to
real talk though.
bikes.
Yeah, we were active. I mean, like we were active
Yeah, we were active
when we were
outside.
younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, I don't know. You grow up, you on the bigger, better things.
I mean, obviously, like you gotta evolve and stuff like that, you know. And it's like, and it's hard to be, I guess, a kid when all your friends are on their phones and like are getting phones and stuff like that and are doing these things like videotaping and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that term you ain't outside or you haven't been outside is to Gen Z's is kind of like they say that because like we look at the Gen Z's like
Come here.
they need validation online for everything. You know, go outside.
Yeah.
You don't need to be on
On
the
your
internet.
phones.
Like
All
go
the time.
make friends outside. Like go play. Like
Yeah.
I think that's where that comes from.
Yeah, but like now it's like people make friends online.
But it's like
Online.
even now I get on social media and then I see people, oh my mental health, oh I have 2 followers, people don't like me, I'm gonna kill myself. Like bro, like put the phone on pause. Like, come on,
Okay,
bro.
I think that's like more in the extreme side.
Nah,
I would
like
say
if you see that, you need to see
it's a
like
it's
a
more
therapist or something.
it's more extreme in that case. I would say, but yeah, I would agree that most of us are or okay. I feel like more of the younger Gen Zs who are like in high school now or in middle school now are more of the ones who just want to stay home and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I would think
true.
that would be out of high school.
the iPad babies, you know what I'm talking about, like the iPad babies. I feel like me and Pat, like, you know, obviously like we went outside because obviously like we were born much earlier and we had experienced that, and like I didn't really had a computer or like that when we were like 8 or something until, you know what I'm saying. So like we experienced all that, but I get it. Yeah, it'd be like that though. Like I don't want to go outside. I just want to watch TikToks and stuff.
Nah, but I feel like each new generation, it's like somewhat better than the old one. Like I feel like each generation like it gets better.
But
So
the technology,
I mean, we're all. I feel like the next generation, Gen Z is gonna hate on them.
Well,
how
yeah, of
millennials hate.
course.
Yeah, so like doesn't really matter. Like
yeah,
that
that's how
it's
it
like
is.
it's a cycle. So because right now Gen Z is the it generation right now. If you think about it, like based on like what they have or what they have, and then like how the community and the culture is now is like nothing's stopping that until like we see it in the future.
Yeah, it's like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's always gonna be like that. Like the old generation, it's gonna hate on the newer ones. Like I can already see myself like doing it.
Phantom Thief 007 said, I highly disagree on
Yeah,
Christian.
I know. I'm reading the comments too. Who are these people, guys? Welcome in to talking in color.
They
Hey, I
disagree on what?
mean,
They disagree on what? What
I'm
he
just
says?
saying.
On
Disagrees
Christian.
with Christian because like he believes that it's only getting worse as each generation.
No, I never said getting worse.
Look at them.
I said
Look at them bringing the
each
mic in.
generation like
It's-
something better happens. It's like the old generation, like I said, like a new generation comes after Gen Z. Gen Z's gonna hate on them regardless. They're gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, we had this better, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
it's always
But
gonna be
then after that generation is gonna hit on the next generation. So I feel like each generation has something up the older generation.
I think what he's trying to say
I'm
is
not
that
saying it's worse.
Yeah.
no, I mean, he knows
Yeah,
that
he
you're
knows.
like he says that like you saying that it gets better with every generation, but he
Yeah.
says
Yeah, it's
that
getting worse.
it
It's
doesn't get
worse.
worse. Yeah,
Yeah, he says it's getting
he's saying
worse.
that.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, it's how you view it. I
Yeah, it's
mean,
yeah, it's
like, look, millennials right now we had technology, but at the same time, there's pros and cons for technology. But then at the same time, if you think about it, there's
it
a
was a
lot
good thing. It
more.
helped. It
It's
helped a
it's a
lot of
good thing,
things.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
like
there
it's
are
improved.
some cons for it too. But I'm not. I mean,
Yeah, for real. I
Yeah.
think with everything, there's always pros and cons. So like everything is in the gray area, to be honest. So it depends how you look at it. If you're more of a positive person, I would say that it is getting better. Like we're actually doing change, stuff like that. But if you like to stay in the negative most of the time, obviously you're gonna think it's gonna get worse. So it really depends on you. And I feel like the people who are saying that this generation sucks are more of the negative people. I would say.
I love Gen Z because I don't have to do anything by book anymore. I can just open my phone. So thank you for
I
that.
mean, exactly.
Very easy to get information as a
Yeah.
I
Gen.
remember going to the library. Like, man, those are the worst days, bro.
Going to the library to study.
Going down
Man,
every
to study, like you got to go find like sources.
Yeah, you have to find books.
Now I can just pop up my phone
I know,
or
go
go online,
online. You know.
and it's like that
for like
versus
I
like
was in
spending your
college.
whole day at the
Yeah.
library.
When I was in
Yeah.
college, I did
Thank
not go to
you.
the library, bro. I only went to the library to use the computer.
Are you
And
serious?
I didn't pick up one book. I don't even think I purchased a book.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I went to the
Yeah.
library. I went to the library. I went there to study and stuff like that. I was
But-
more.
But did you pick up a book?
Yeah. I picked up.
You
I
did?
think I picked up one book for a class, and then I. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
but
even with
most of
college too now, I mean, they still want you to buy books, but most of them is online now. Like
Yeah,
even the
some is
books
online.
are online. So it's like,
At the school I teach at, like they don't their star tests are online. It's not even on paper anymore. Bro.
No way, bro.
It's
no
online.
freaking way.
On star days, you go into you just walk down the hall.
computer
You look at
lab?
everybody got a laptop on.
No freaking way, bro.
And
Why?
big
that's how
change.
it is now.
I guess I mean, see, I mean like I don't know if that's a pros and cons. At least save some trees.
Now there's this one girl. It wasn't a star test, but it was more like a benchmark. And like it's on the computer, so
Let's
you
see
have the
answers.
option to look up answers, and that's what she did. And like she ended up getting the highest grade in America, bro.
What?
I remember that.
Ain't no way. Nope. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't
Yeah, they're like, no way. You got the
But they
highest.
like
Cheater.
tell her she had to like retake it or something or what?
had,
You have
had
to
to retake
retake.
the
I mean, I
paper.
guess because it was more of like a benchmark type of thing.
Yeah.
Like they were more lenient, and because like they were just like introducing this to the classroom, they're like, all right, like they're like the guinea pigs basically trying to see like what they can and can't do.
Yeah, if this is gonna
Or
work.
whatnot. So I guess they didn't fail her. I guess they just made her like retake it with more supervision.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh wow, I did not know that it was
Yeah, man.
online now. That's.
I was
I'm
shook.
telling you, man, technology has a big, it's a key factor in how the generation is different.
Yeah.
So like this Gen Z, your generation is pretty much over. Well, it's still here, but Alpha in the next 5 years is going to be like the generation.
Mhm.
They're going to be like what's the new thing that's going on with the virtual
Oh, the VR.
headset?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
for real.
VR, the metaverse.
The metaverse.
They're going to be the metaverse.
Ready one. What's the one? What's
Bitcoin.
that game?
Yeah, man. I feel like later
They're going to be the
on,
Bitcoin
Bitcoin's
generation.
taking over, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crypto is already, it's already
Crypto generation.
It's already big right now, man. It's just gonna.
Dogecoin.
But Bitcoin is down right now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Bitcoin is down. I don't know anything about crypto. I tried to get into it. It's just boring to me. But NFTs coming soon, guys. Man, yeah. Pros and cons on the generations. What are some pros and cons?
I mean, every generation got pros and cons.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm saying like for ours, because we're millennials versus Gen Z.
Everything's better now. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it, bro.
Y'all got it. I will say that I feel like more of um of the Gen Zs are. Oh, actually, no. I feel like this
Before you get
goes.
into
It's
that,
gonna
I
go
would
both
say
ways.
before you get into that, I want to say at least the family TV shows we had it better than y'all.
Yeah, I'd agree to that. What the heck, like the
Yeah,
movies and stuff like that
true.
now are kind of like trash, and I would say
Like
I'd
we
agree to
had
that.
George Lopez, Fresh Prince,
Oh,
Martin.
like sitcoms,
Yeah, like sitcoms,
like
Yeah,
family
Friends,
sitcoms.
family
stuff like
oriented,
But
that.
like
like the kids now, they don't really have like that family role model to kind of. At least I
Yeah,
don't
they
know of
don't.
them. They don't
I
have like that family role model on TV that you can look up. Like, man, I want to be like that, or I want to,
yeah
learn something from what they're talking about.
yeah
They
I
just
get it.
have like I don't even know what they have now.
Now
They
it's
don't
all
even
like
watch cartoons. They don't
serious.
watch cartoons like that. It's
Everything's on
Bentley
Netflix,
and
man.
I think SpongeBob's still on, so it's still running, and I
that's
know that
that's
kids
Gen
still.
Z though. That's not
No, it's
the new generation.
what mean newer
I would
generation.
think.
Oh, I'm talking
Yeah,
about the
I'm
newer
SpongeBob
talking about
is.
like
ones.
sitcoms, like family shows, like that '70s
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Um, actual real people.
Yeah, the sitcoms now is like, man.
Yeah, it's trash. I would because I tried to get on like some of the sitcoms. Like it's so whack, man. It's
Mhm.
so freaking whack. It's not even funny anymore. It's like cringe, bro. It's like so cringy. Probably because they're watching what they say. Because obviously, it's like if you joke about like the other thing, like when I was saying about Glee, how like they joked about like everything about being gay, about being I'm like a certain race. It was shown on there, and like people would just laugh, because it was like, ah, ha, ha, yeah, I know that you're just joking and stuff like that. But now, like, if you say something that's like, even if it's a joke, and like you don't mean it, you're gonna get canceled. Like that's how it is now, which I think that's why a lot of the shows suck because um, a lot of the things are being, I don't know, I guess watch like the words that we say are being watched, and like we're always under a microscope. So yeah,
You're gonna
that's
say you're gonna say something, Pat?
yeah. Pat,
Oh,
were
okay.
you
oh
about to?
no,
I'll say about
you
something.
pretty much said it. Like yes, TV shows these days they're more like trying to. They're not really trying to push boundaries. Well, they are to an extent. Like they're trying to include more people, but it's because
Yeah,
like they got backlash because it's not normal.
yeah.
Like, but I feel like if they just keep with this trend, probably like 10,
Portraying.
15 years from now, it's probably gonna be like, oh, whatever. Like it's like but like there's gay people on the TV and that's like it's normal, it's
Yeah,
whatever
it's like
now.
the normal thing
But
now.
right now it's because we haven't seen it so like consistently on TV. That's like, oh, what is that? That's not right. Like why are you trying to brainwash my kids? Like stuff like that.
No, they've been saying that. They've been saying that, but
Yep.
it's just like a small voice now because, like you said, the majority is gonna like kind of overshadow. But they don't want the kids watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel like this generation they're kind of like introducing? I mean, it was there in our generation, but it wasn't as much as it is now. Like, do you feel like that should be taught in schools and stuff like that? As far as like,
Oh, we getting that?
What, being gay?
Yeah, LGBTQ and stuff like
Being
that.
gay.
About being gay?
Yeah.
just that community in general, like, I, because like kids now, it's almost like they don't have a choice. Like, I want to say, I mean, they have a choice, but it's like it's put in front of them at such an early age.
Yeah. Well, okay. I have friends who are in the community, and a lot of their stories are kind of like similar, like they like knew that they were gay at an early age, like as young as 6, or even younger, or like around that early age. So like, and but like obviously it was like a very taboo topic, and it was not talked about enough that they had to hide it and kind of like not really be themselves, and really had to kind of prove to people that no, I'm not gay and stuff like that, which made it much harder for them like to grow up. And
Mm.
so, and that's why I kind of like how they're teaching it early in school, because because it's much more shown in school, and like it's more accepting and you can accept yourself at an early age and don't have to go through the like trauma of like trying to please people, and trying to prove to yourself and others that you're not this, person that's
This
been hated on.
beast.
Yeah, no, not a beast. Like it's much easier for them to kind of be themselves if it's being like openly talked about and understood in school. You know what I'm saying? Because I have like a lot of friends who like went through like early years up until high school or even like college, and like they couldn't really be themselves because obviously like it was very like it was hated on. You know what I'm saying?
tough time.
That's what I'm saying. How it's like I think it is important because to talk about those things at an early age, because if some kids like feel like that and like don't understand what it is that they're feeling, like they're just gonna be confused for like the first early half of their lives. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
How early are we talking
Yeah,
about?
I guess I could credit your generation for kind of pushing that trend to make
Yeah.
it more acceptable
I would say
uh,
middle school would
for that
be
to happen.
an ideal time. I feel like elementary school is way too early. I would say, even though that's when like the times where they usually know. But I feel like middle school is more appropriate
Bro, but they're
because
still
obviously like
like
we have
developing in
sex.
their mind. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
no. Okay.
do they really know? Like, they're just probably just
Yeah,
confused.
I have
You
friends
know,
who like I said, I have friends who have like similar stories of how like they knew around like when they were like 7 or stuff like that.
7.
Yeah, it's that early. It's like,
7.
yeah, like obviously we don't know at that age because it's like a weird thing, and and it's a different feeling that and I guess they're scared to talk about it because it's something that everyone's been saying like it's bad to be gay, and obviously like you're not gonna show it if people are saying it's bad to be gay or like they're being preached on it, and that's why they hide it and don't come out until like you know college or even later. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like it'll save them so much trauma. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I would say middle school would be a great start because at that point we are learning about health class and stuff like that and sex. So
Like when
I
they're
would
hitting
say,
puberty.
yeah. But I feel
Wait,
like e- elementary school is way too early. I would say, but that's
I have a question. So let's say they do teach about it in school, right? About
But what are they teaching though? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Let's say
oh okay.
okay, let's say same-sex marriage, right?
Uh-huh.
And then like they're eventually gonna I don't know if they will say like whether like if there's cons to it, but will they bring up like the Bible in it, you think?
I don't
I feel
think
like
so.
like within if they're gonna talk about like
I feel like that's more
the
religion.
history of the LGBTQ community on how like where they got from one place to another from no rights to rights. I feel like Christianity or like the Bible will play a part into why they were persecuted in the first place.
Hmm.
I think that's the only reason why
Yeah,
that
we
would be
brought
brought
up.
up in the conversation.
Yeah, I'd agree to that. Yeah, I think if they're learning about the history of it.
Yeah, I mean like
Yeah, not to get too far off topic, but yeah, I would say your generation is uh, they were the ones that kind of pushed that because growing up, at least in my generation, it wasn't
our generation,
it
John.
wasn't really it was there, but it wasn't really like highlighted
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it is now. I would
yeah.
say.
That's true.
You say it was more freely back then?
Oh no,
No.
you guys, what? You
Yeah.
better,
yeah,
you better go
Remember
over there.
when
With that.
being
You know what I'm
gay?
saying?
No, or like saying like gay is like it was like the insult. Remember
yeah,
how
she's
it's like
like,
oh my
"You're
gosh,
gay."
Even
yeah, like
the,
that's so
the
gay, and now it's like
even the
that's not
f bomb,
acceptable.
the f bomb is like it's just casual in rap music. Like,
Yeah, I
you can't
know.
say
I
the f
remember
word
you
now.
can say that. Yeah, guys,
You can't
the
say that. But it was said in rap music like it was nothing. So
yeah, and also
we didn't
like movies
really
and shows.
like I think Ellen, like when Ellen and the other lady, I forgot her name, but when they came out, that's when it started becoming more
common.
acceptable.
Yeah,
I want
it
to
was
say.
like a big thing. I remember
Yeah.
I watched like a YouTube video of like her like coming out and stuff like that, and like how it was like how like she thought that her like career was over and stuff like that, and because like just because she was gay, and I was like, that's freaking nuts to me. I feel like all these things are all middle school to me. It's like so childish, like racism, like the hatred of anything. It's like so middle school. Like, oh my gosh, you like, I don't know, like you like girls or you like boys. Oh, you're so freaking lame and like you suck and like you shouldn't be friends, you know. And like it's like the same with like obviously like racism, like oh my
Alright,
gosh, I hate
alright, I
black
have
people. That like it's so childish to me. Like it's like, you know, it's like the most childish thing. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. That's what I. It's stupid, bro. But it's
okay.
debatable.
I have a question. So why why do like why is it worse? Why is it worse to have a guy with a guy than a girl with a girl? If we think about it, it's the same, you
Yeah.
know.
It is the same thing. It's like,
Yeah.
but I feel
But
like
why is it worse? Why is
Yeah,
a guy
it
and a guy
is.
worse
men
than
are,
a girl and a girl?
men are
It
gross.
is. It is more. It is like that actually, because in in the other podcast like, that I do on the Absence is Pride Month, we talked about like that thing, and how like girls and girls, it's like more praised, probably because more of the guys like that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Um,
like I feel like it's like insecurity within your like what's the
yeah,
insecurity
of yeah,
masculine
of your
whatever,
masculinity.
like,
I get it.
you know, if a girl, I feel like if a girl were to see a girl and a girl, they'd be like, okay, cool. If you see like two gay guys, they're like, oh, that's cute. But if you see like, but coming from a guy's point of view, if you see two guys, you're like, what is that? And then if you see a girl, like, oh yeah, that's hot. Like that's just the thing. Like as guys seeing
Toxic
another guy,
masculinity is what it is.
yeah,
It's
toxic
phantom.
masculinity. That's what it is. Yeah, I feel like it's like that. That's how they do it.
Yeah, it is toxic masculinity, and like I feel like a lot of guys, especially like millennials, are very like they're like, oh, I gotta be a man, or I would say like the old generation are like, oh, I gotta be a man, I can't cry and stuff like that, or else I'm gonna look weak. Which sucks for you guys because it sucks to kind of like not show your emotions, and and like I feel
Like
bad.
that's getting better though. Like
Yeah, I feel like it is
it's
it's getting
being
better
more broadcast of like if you're a man, it's okay to like, you know,
to
be,
cry or
We're more vocal now, man.
yeah, it's like to let your emotions out. Like it's fun.
yeah, you know.
I thought that's more, you know, voiced out than before.
I'm happy though. I'm happy that you know that y'all get to express yourself like not just not just I guess by yourself and with other guys as well, like sharing your feelings. Like it shouldn't be something that's like, what the heck? Like, what are you doing? Are you gay? Are you trying to hit on me? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like, dude, man, we're just talking. We're just talking. Like, you're my friend. We're just friends. We're just talking, but in a deeper level. And it's, you know, I just want to express my feelings. Yeah, I'm
All right,
not.
next.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna talk about that one today, but John brought it up. I mean, that's cool.
Next topic.
Do you
Hold
feel
on,
like the Gen Zs? Okay, so here's some of the things that they say. Generations have a difference. They feel like Gen Z, they are not very social. Like they're more social on the phones rather than like in person. Like they don't know how to talk to people. You know, they don't know how to socialize, or they're always on their phones.
I mean,
Like, do you find it difficult to like talk to people like you don't know, like you first meet them like face to face, or you rather prefer like over the phone, like
I mean, it all
social media or
depends,
something?
but like I get why people would be like nowadays people would be like, you know, they prefer online than meeting in person.
yeah.
But like
You
I
can't
said,
hide behind that filter, baby.
like
Can't do it.
like I said, it all depends on the situation you're in. It's like there's sometimes you rather do online, and sometimes you like, you know, it's better to do it in person. So, but I don't know.
You guys are the catfish generation for sure.
I feel like that's a lot
Yeah,
of the
y'all
girls.
generation.
Shut up.
What you
You just said that you were.
Like, man, she look good online. You meet her in person, like, this is not the
Hey
person that
yo.
I
Yeah,
saw.
it's the filters. Yeah, I would agree. Like the filters is like what it's like. It's crazy right now, man. Like they need to chill on the filters, bro. That's what I gotta say, but
I can understand a little filter,
yeah,
but not every photo or video.
yeah.
That's just too much, bro.
I prefer meeting people in person. I don't like online stuff. Like I gotta vibe with you, like in person, because I guess sometimes if I don't find you attractive online, I'm not gonna swipe right or left or whatever, you know. That's what I'm saying. But like I get to I have to be, I have to see how you are more in person than meeting people online.
Another thing is, they feel like you guys have it way easy. Like, do you feel like,
Yeah, for sure. I would say
do
yes.
you feel like that's not a fair, I won't say accusation, but a fair
Argument?
thing to say as far as you guys have it easy and
Fair statement.
millennials? Fair
Like
statement thing.
when it comes to everyday life things that are like temporary, then yeah, like things like we do have it easier. But when it comes to like later on in the future, whenever like we want to buy a house, whenever we want to like, you know, do stuff for the long term, I feel like it will be harder for us just based on the economy that we're in when it comes to that. When it comes to like stuff that has to do with money, I think it might be harder for us rather than like the generation prior, because like, you know, how much like it was easier to start a family back then, I'm assuming, rather than it is now. And like
It
how
was.
like pay a mortgage back then when it was cheaper than it is now.
Is it because it's more expensive now, or
I think so.
okay? I mean,
Well, yeah, everything goes up.
yeah, everything
Economy
goes
and
up every
everything.
year. Yeah, it goes up anyway. So, except
But,
that minimum wage. No,
I think that's
that's
one of the
right.
biggest millennials versus Gen Z. Is like we had it way harder. Like we had like
Had to work.
when I go back when I go back to talking about the library, like we actually had to go like open a book and find things and
Hmm.
walk to school. And now you guys got Uber. You know, like it's just everything's just easier for y'all. Like calculators, like we had a big old TX 180,
Yeah.
whatever it's called, calculators. Now you can just go on your phone.
Yeah.
Like
No, we still need
everything's
those because
just
they don't trust us with our phones.
that's true. But everything's much simpler, I would
Yeah.
say.
I would agree
Yeah.
it is, but to be honest, but okay, isn't that what every like parent wants though? Is like to have your kids to have an easier life instead of them struggling. But I mean, I guess it depends on you and how you raise your kids. If you want them to be more stronger with like life and be more humbled, I guess. I guess people would say, "Oh, y'all have it easy. Y'all don't know how it is." But like, I guess if you don't care about that stuff, you can just be like, "Yeah, I'm glad that my kids like have it easy and like they don't have to worry about this and that and whatever." But I think that's debatable though.
You know what kills me is like when I was your age, I had to walk 20 miles to school in the rain with my two backpacks. Like, bro, these are different times.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I biked and walked to school like in middle school and stuff like that, except probably because it was way too far.
You don't know what hard work is. Okay, bro.
Yeah, it
But yeah,
is. It is like different times and stuff like that. So, I mean, okay, but why are they flexing on it though? Like,
I
why is
don't
it a
think it's
flex?
more of a flex. I think they're just saying it to humble us to like really understand. Like, yeah, y'all got it easy now, but like if y'all had been in our shoes back in the day, y'all would understand what hard work is, type
Yeah,
of
how
thing.
hard work.
hmm
Yeah,
I
I
think
guess. Yeah.
also like when the older generation views the younger generation, and we look at the younger generation like, man, y'all got a lot. If I had what y'all had growing up, I'll be doing so much more. And
Yeah.
I feel like the older generation looks at the younger one like, y'all wasting all this resources and talent.
Mhm.
Like y'all have it easy. Like I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with it too.
What resources though?
Like,
Just technology,
yeah,
like
technology in general. I feel like
that's just the biggest thing.
I feel like we're using it to the max. Everyone's online. Everyone is being a YouTuber or like I don't know, a TikToker and making their own money, trying to be like whatever, how they're, I guess, influencers.
I feel like that's to an extent though. We're talking about like that average kid like being lazy at home, not
Oh, and
really
just watching
using
like whatever.
Yeah, just playing video games, stuff like that.
Playing video games.
whereas like, you know,
And not
like
coding,
like
making an
you
app.
for example, like you're using your platform to like, you know,
Yeah,
have some
makes
type
more
of
sense.
income coming out of it. Whereas
Yeah.
like the kids is just on their iPad, just on their like phone or playing video games. They're not really doing anything with their life. They're just
Yeah.
using their technology as a pastime rather than something to, you know, build
As a
upon.
source, as a resource to build
Yeah.
something. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Like, what the heck? Like, what does one do? Do you want us to make an app and code? Oh, you guys want us to code? What do you want to do, man?
That's what. Man, they need a class for that.
For real, bro. If we have like a coding class in high school, bro.
They need to change the curriculum, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do. Oh my gosh, so old school.
If you want to set the future up for success, like teach classes where like stuff
Taxing.
that really matters and then
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know how to do taxes.
taxes, credit, how to
Credits,
handle a
yeah.
mortgage, things like that.
Yeah,
Man.
like important things. I don't understand why they don't teach us that, and like they teach us what?
Y equals mx plus b.
Yeah,
Like, we don't feel.
calculus or geometry. I'm like, nah, man. You don't need to learn that like in high school. I mean, unless you want to learn that like in college or whatever, and like you want to be I don't know, an architect or an engineer. You know, that's like the best place to do it.
No.
What happened? What happened? What do you say? What do you say?
I'm doing something.
Oh,
All right. Well, I think we're pretty much done here.
Yeah.
Closing statements, arguments.
yeah, we went.
Long story short, millennials, we the OGs.
I don't think
Yeah,
we
I got it.
really argued much about like the verse. I think we just like compared and contrasted
Yeah, pros and
some of the
cons.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't really an argument, which is great. You know, I don't like arguing. It's cool like when
Yeah.
there's a balance. It's just like a conversation and understanding the differences. That's what I want. I don't want no yelling up in here, you know, or else I'm gonna just end the stream.
I think each generation pulls from each generation and makes
Yeah.
it their own. You know?
I agree.
So
Which is cool.
make it for the better.
Yeah, exactly. But
All right, guys.
This was Talking in Color, episode 3, Millennials versus Gen Z. It'll be uploaded on our YouTube channel. It's called Talking in Color Pod, I think. So go on YouTube and also follow us in our socials. We post clips and stuff like that, and post when we're live and stuff like that down here. If you just swipe right, the chat will be gone, and you get to see our @names. You know, follow us on our socials and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday, same time, 6 p.m. PSC, and that will be the last episode on this app. Is gonna be gone. We are moving it to YouTube because I'm not gonna be streaming here anymore. So go.
I should get on YouTube.
Yeah, so you have to follow us on our YouTube channel to watch us live, but we upload every episode the next day. So tomorrow, this episode will be available tomorrow. So catch that. And yeah, I'm your host Andrea here with my co-host Patrick and John, and with our guest, Cool Chris, Christian.
Cool, Chris.
Sneak peek for what's a sneak peek for next week?
I don't think we have a topic yet, so we need to figure that out. But I think this was a great topic. This was a great conversation.
It
You have
was.
you have your final goodbye next week, right?
Yeah, my last
yeah.
stream is next Thursday. Also, my song is coming out in 2 days, June 24th. I gotta plug it in, guys. So if you want to pre-save it, go to my Instagram. Link is in the bio to pre-save it. It's called Circles, and yeah.
Did you guys? Yeah, you guys copped that. Did you guys listen to the Drake?
Oh yeah,
album
I
yet?
listened to a few songs. Look at Pat.
Pat,
I mean,
man.
but
Off
but
the
has
pod, off the pod.
positive stuff.
Out the
All
pod.
right. Yeah.
All right,
off the pod.
guys.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna roll out the ending credits, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Peace and love.